Christmas, my family was in town, and I really didn't have a whole lot of time, so sorry about the few weeks off, but I am back, and I have several videos that are in my head that I'm going to be doing, so we'll just get started with my TBR. So the thing was, this was not going to be my first video of the year, but I was sitting on my couch this morning trying to decide what I wanted to read next, and I had already knew that I was going to be pulling out a couple of stuff. I made a TBR jar, and so my TBR is not finished, and so I didn't want to start another book without knowing what my other two options were going to be. So I was like, well, I might as well just do my TBR video, and then I know what my options are. So we'll get to that in a little bit. So the first book on my TBR, I actually already finished. I finished it yesterday, and that is Wild by Cheryl Strayed. I had said like a week before Christmas, I saw the trailer for this movie, and it just looked amazing. And I always want to read the book first before I watch the movie. And so my husband got it for me for Christmas, and I have to say it was fantastic. If you don't know about this, it's a memoir of this girl Cheryl, and her life just basically fell apart, and she decides, not on a whim, but almost on a whim, to hike the PCT, which is the Pacific Crest Trail. She started in the Mojave Desert, and then she hiked all the way to the border of Washington and Oregon. And so it's just her story of her experience of walking a trail, the people she met. I just really liked that she was real and honest and truthful, and she didn't stray away from the hard parts of the story, and I really appreciate that. And so I highly recommend this. I'm going to go see the movie when it comes out, and I'm so excited. So that was the first book that is on my TBR, and I've already finished it, so woohoo! The second book is going to be Cinder by Marissa Meyer. It is the first book in the Lunar Chronicles, and this has been on my to-read list, on my Amazon wish list for months. And so I decided to pick it up. If you don't know about it, it is a retelling of the Cinderella story, and Cinder is a cyborg. And I'm really excited. I've heard great, amazing things about this series, and so I'm really excited about starting it. So that is Cinder. The third book on my list is Fearless by Francine Pascal, and if you watched my TBR for December, you would remember that this book was on my TBR. So because I didn't finish it last month, I really do want to read it. Life just happened last month, so I didn't get to it. So this book, it's a sci-fi fantasy type book. It is about this girl who they have extracted the fear gene from her, and she's also a great warrior, knows all these languages, and so there's people that are after her that want her abilities, but she's not afraid because she doesn't have fear. And so it just sounded really interesting. So that is Fearless. So the next book on my list is Ready Player One by Ernest Cline, and this is the January pick for the book club that I'm a part of on Goodreads. So I'm looking forward to reading this. I'm not really sure what this is about. I've heard great things about it. I know that it's about this guy that is playing this game, and he's looking for something in this game. Yeah. So I know it's about a video game, and that has a big part about it. So that's Ready Player One. Okay, so the next two books are going to be rereads for me, and I love rereading books. There are just some books that every time you read it, you get something new out of it. So one of those books is the Harry Potter series, and so I've already read the first book. Oh my gosh, I just blanked out. The Sorcerer's Stone, and I read that a couple months ago, and I've been wanting to reread the Harry Potter series, and so I'm on the second book, and that's Chamber of Secrets, and I'm really excited about picking this up. I know this has been on my TBR for the past several months, but I just haven't gotten to it, and so I am looking forward to picking this one up. And then the second book that is going to be a reread is going to be Rekindled by Tamara Alexander, and this is the first book in the Fountain Creek Chronicles. This book is about a woman, what's her name? Catherine and Larson, and they are husband and wife, and some tragedy happens, and it's an amazing story of Catherine fighting to keep their farm, and Larson figuring out how to lay down pride. And it's an amazing story, and I really love Tamara Alexander. And it's been a while since I've read this book, and so I'm looking forward to reading this. So that ends the books that I've already chosen on my TBR. And I thought, I've seen several people do this on their channel, and that is each month they draw a book out of the little TBR cup. So I made my own, and I have several books that I have either bought physical books or bought books for my Nook that I have not read. So I thought that each month I would draw one of each out of my little jar here. And so I have the brown ones are the physical books, and the red and green ones are the books that are on my Nook. I ran out of one of the colors, so I had to do two little colors there. So we'll draw the brown one first. All the brown ones are on the bottom, guys. There's one that I really hope that I pick because it's one that I really want to read. Okay, and that one is, dun dun dun, True Colors by Kristen Hanna. True Colors by Kristen Hanna. And then we'll pick, so that is the physical book, so we'll pick a red or green one next. Let's see, we'll pick this one right here. Okay, and that is All the Summer Girls by Meg Donahue. So I will show you All the Summer Girls first because my Nook is right in front of me. So I don't know if you can see that. So it's not a very big picture. So that is the cover, and I know it's not, so this is not really like a wintry book, it's obviously a summer book, and so this book is about, let's see, doesn't really give much of a description. It's a riveting coming-of-age tale set on the New Jersey shore. That's all that I got for this book. So so we'll see. I'll have to read it to find out what it's about. But it has a decent rating. So, okay. So that is All the Summer Girls by Meg Donahue. And then the other one is True Colors by Kristen Hanna. And it's all the way over there. What was this one about? Okay, I'll go get it. Hold on. I'm back. It's a really pretty cover. It is about, here, I'll show you this part. Okay. It is most provocative, compelling, and heart-wrenching story yet. With the luminous writing and unforgettable characters that are her trademarks, she tells the story of three sisters whose once solid world is broken apart by jealousy, betrayal, and the kind of passion that rarely comes along. Dun, dun, dun. So, it sounds really good. I'm looking forward to it, and we'll see how good it is. I've read a couple things by Kristen Hanna, Firefly Lane and Fly Away, and they were both really good. Kristen Hanna does a great job of developing characters, and I really appreciate that. So we will see if this one is the same. Okay, guys, so that is my TBR. Goodness, I'm really excited. It looks like I'm going to have a great month of reading. I still don't know which one I'm going to read now that I have my two picked out. I already have a bookmark in Cinder, so I may just continue to read that one. So, we'll see. Okay, well guys, I hope you are having a great first week of January. I hope 2015 is treating you well so far. Let me know down in the comments below a couple of the books that you are reading this month, and I will see you guys on the flip side.